Hey guys, Johnny Jenkins here. I've got an awesome question from a viewer today. And he says, I've got a 7-foot medium heavy rod for frogs and buzzbaits. He wants to know if that's a good choice and if he should go to a heavy action rod. And he also lets me know that he's got 50-pound braided line on there, 50-pound sun line. And he wants to know if he should switch from the medium heavy to the heavy action. What are my thoughts? To start out, I've done a lot of frog fishing, and I've used medium action rods, I've used heavy, and I've even used extra heavy action rods. And for me, what it comes down to is two variables: how big are the fish that I'm catching, and how heavy is the cover that I'm fishing. Those are probably the two most important factors. Okay, if I'm fishing down in Florida or Gunnersville and I'm fishing heavy matted grass, I'm going to go to a minimum heavy action rod up to an extra heavy or extra heavy action rod, just because I'm fishing that heavy thick matted grass with the frogs and around with the buzz baits. And also, if I'm fishing down in Florida or some of these lakes that have some giant bass, I'm going to use a little bit heavier line, so I'm going to want a little bit heavier action rod. So in situations where the cover is heavy or I'm fishing for bigger fish, more than likely. I mean, you can say that you're going out trophy fishing, but you can joke around, but you kind of know if you've got a chance at catching a trophy fish on a lake or not. You know, you kind of get an idea. If you're going to fish in a pond where you know there's a bunch of 3 and 4 pounders, you kind of know that you don't need to have a big rod with big lines. So you kind of know. You can be hopeful, of course, and we all are, but be realistic too a little bit. So if I go to a lake where I know that there's a lot of like 3 to 6 and 7 pound bass, yeah, but I'm not catching double digits with what I'm doing, and I'm not fishing heavy cover. Maybe I'm fishing around rocks, seawalls, docks, maybe light grass like water willow or something like that. Dude, I've used medium action rods, and they work really well with the braid. You get those hooks synced in really good. Medium heavy is pretty much all purpose when it comes down to it. With the braid, it works really well. You don't have to worry about breaking a rod where it's not too heavy, and it's not too light where you can't get those hooks in there and that hook penetration all the way through the bone of these fish when they swallow the frog. So I'd have to say this guy, I know he's going to be fishing lighter cover situations. So don't even worry about it unless you're fishing really thick mats, or you're going to be down in Florida or in the southeast or in the south somewhere fishing for trophy bass in heavy cover. You don't have to worry about it. Medium heavy is going to have you just good. And also, you can try a heavy, and a lot of times it doesn't have enough tip for like the lighter coppers, frogs and stuff, to where you can't throw the bait that good. And that's one of the things that I talk about exclusively in this awesome video we've got up for sale on Peak Performance Fishing. So if you enjoy frog fishing, you've seen all the stuff I've done, there's going to be an awesome link in the description where you can check out my mastery course, okay? It's 55 minutes of entertaining and the best informative video that you're going to find out there. I've been all over the net, and there's nothing like this for frog fishing. I've put together an action-packed video that's going to I'm going to exactly break it down. The tackle, the gear, the exact frogs to use, all that kind of stuff. There's going to be some awesome links. I'll show you some links in the description where you can check out bits and pieces of that video for free, and then you can check out the actual video that's for sale. And I think we actually got it on sale right now, so it's a little bit lower price point. So be sure to check it out, man. I mean, it's an awesome video. I wish I had that around back when I was learning it, because I would have paid for it. It really cuts the learning curve, and you don't have to buy a bunch of tackle and a bunch of frogs that end up not really being what you need, you know. So if you enjoy that, please leave a like, check the description for some awesome links, share this video to all your friends, and if you have any questions you'd like to have answered whatsoever on anything bass fishing, leave them down in the comments and I'll get to them as soon as I can. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.